Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is the Show Love Tarot. I am Show Love. Welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. I hope it's going good so far. So far, so good. Today, I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Pisces. My goal is to do all 12 signs. We'll see if we get there. That's my New Year's resolution, that I at least do each sign once this year. So I'm going to start with my sign, the sign of Pisces. Okay? So I have shuffled, I have pulled some cards. I rarely pull. They just normally flip out. I don't pull them. They pull themselves. And so to save some time, I do it ahead of time. Okay? So the first card that came out for the sign of Pisces, whether you have Pisces in wherever you have Pisces in your chart, it could be in your sun, your moon, your rising, your north node, your south node, there's a whole bunch of placements. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I highly recommend doing a little research about astrology. As above, so below. It is significant. We're not meant to be stuck there. It's not meant to be a prison or, something we can't get out of. But it is something that we are here to overcome. So knowing your astrological information is very important. You can go to astrology.com, I think, and put your date of birth, your location, year, time, and get an extensive free birth chart. This is not sponsored, but I think it's important. So, sign of Pisces. This is your reading for the month of January. That's as far as I'm going to project today. Take what resonates and leave what does not. But the first card that came out for us was the Three of Swords. Okay? So this is what we're, as a collective, we're overcoming, heartbreak, betrayal, disappointment. I recently saw a video by the Astro Twins. If you don't know who they are, they've mastered, they're a set of twins who have mastered the art of astrology for sure. So I highly recommend checking them out. But they recently posted a message to the collective of Pisces saying that Saturn, the planet of Saturn, hard work, is in our sign and has been for 2 years now. Will be for another year. So we have 3 years of Saturn in Pisces. So that in and of itself says a lot. Just off the top of my head, the period of no longer being delusional and living in fantasy land, and a needing to be more practical and bring things down to reality, a need to be more grounded and focus on practical plans and goals, and overcoming any sort of habits and limiting behaviors that may keep us from accomplishing our goals. Okay, so Saturn in Pisces is causing us or encouraging us to look at our patterns of behaviors that keep us stuck. Maybe it's procrastination for some of us. Maybe it's being too easily distracted, and maybe it's more being caught up in the creative, more ethereal, creative space, more so than the practical, like bringing it down to reality space. So, and that may have caused a lot of Pisces out there, some heartbreak, some disappointment. Maybe you've put some energy into and focus into other people's ideas and projects and not of your own. And that has caused you some disappointment, because when it's time for your project, when it's time to put energy into what you're doing, there's no one to be found. So I'm seeing a lot of Pisces coming to a realization that their main goal is to steer away from any toxic or limiting ideas or beliefs and behaviors that perhaps would put you in a situation, or put us in a situation where we're giving more than we're receiving, and we're looking at a situation or opportunity in rose-colored glasses, as opposed to looking at it for what it is, like the reality of a situation. So that is what I feel like for the month of January and throughout the year, really. Just look at situations for what they are, and not through the rose-colored glasses that you would wish them to be. And I feel like a lot of us will move through whatever challenges and situations that come up for us more effortlessly. The card that came out after the three, there's a lot of swords on this, I ain't gonna lie. All sorts, except for this one little cup here, one big cup. So the Seven of Swords, deceiving yourself, being deceived by others, being fooled, being, easily manipulated, easily distracted, being pulled away from your purpose and your power and your destiny and what you've been called to do. I see a lot of you are looking at that. You're looking and being sort of not judgmental, but more sort of self-critical, just criticizing, or having more critical thinking, more critical thoughts. With the Page of Swords, I feel like you guys are, a lot of Pisces, we're looking at things more through a more critical lens, and not being fooled anymore, not being manipulated as easily, not being deceived. And for a lot of people that have depended upon us of being, like easy pushovers, and like, being able to just manipulate us into doing what they're having the heartbreak right now. A lot of them are having like the heartbreak. The three of Swords. A lot of people are being heartbroken because we're finally like standing up for ourselves. We're setting healthy boundaries. We're no longer easily being manipulated. We're not like just going with the flow anymore. We're actually like standing on business. Okay, we're standing on our business. We're no longer standing on anyone else's business. We're not concerning ourselves with others' businesses anymore. Okay, we're standing on our own business finally, because we know. Look, Pisces are very creative, intuitive, and great manifestors, and they're able to like do a lot of things, and people know that. So they will say whatever they want to say and do whatever they need to do to convince us to come on board on their projects, so we can bring that magic and that mystery on board on their projects. But the reality is that Saturn is now causing us to stand on our own business, okay? No longer putting energy into what others are wanting. All right? And that will eliminate a lot of our heartbreak and disappointment, not looking at others for what we're needing, looking at others for our validation and satisfaction, not looking towards the outside of us for looking for, getting like our just desserts. We're finally like standing on our own businesses and focusing on our own stuff, so that we're no longer deceiving ourselves about, if I collaborate with these people, this is going to help me in some way. It's not. It's not. It is not. Okay? Focus on your own stuff. Set some healthy boundaries. Don't be manipulated into like getting focused off your goals. The Page of Swords is looking at you're really, you know, people see your light. They see your capability. They see your power. They see your creativity. They see who you are. They know that you are, you know, tapped in, tuned on, turned on, and tuned in. You know what I mean? So they want what you got. They want to tap in and get what you got, and then, like, you know, move away like a thief in the night. But you know what? You're no longer allowing those heartbreaks and those disappointments and those betrayals in your life anymore. You have moved on. You have grown emotionally. Ace of Cups. If you haven't grown, you are growing into Ace of Cups. You're growing into feeling fulfilled within yourself. You're feeling victorious within yourself, your own abilities, your own knowingness, your own power. You're tapping into that, and you're realizing who you really are, right? And so I feel like a lot of Pisces are out there. They're figuring out who they are. They're setting some healthy boundaries. They're no longer allowing themselves to be deceived, distracted, or manipulated. They're knowing who they are. They're knowing their gifts. They're knowing how valuable they are, okay? So you just got to keep a sharp eye and a sharp, you know, focus on, you know, situations that you allow yourself to be called into. Not every opportunity is a great opportunity. Pay close attention to the people that are involved. If you know, if you have an intuitive hit, you know, trust your intuition. Trust that you will make the right decision, and you will. Just as long as you're not looking outside of yourself for that validation, for those answers. You have all the answers inside of you, Pisces. Okay? It's time for you to grow up. Just like the tarot, the twin, astro twins said. It's time for Pisces to grow up and no longer depend on outside validation. You know, trust yourself. Be confident in yourself. You know, let all of that go. Have that courage. Have that sense of independence. You know, sometimes, you know, following your own intuition can be scary. You know, sometimes you want to know whether you're moving in the right decision, and you want outside validation. But it's really good to just trust yourself and make adjustments along the way. Okay, Pisces, trust yourself and make adjustments along the way. Okay, Happy New Year. Talk to you soon. Ciao.